Well, I've been trying to keep these Wisdom Wednesdays nice and fun with lots of interesting information. This is a topic, though, that's not super interesting, but when you're in a real estate transaction, it's incredibly important. So today I am talking about what's called the inspection contingency. This is very important, and I hope if you are a buyer or a seller, someone who's looking to buy or sell, or someone who knows someone who's looking to buy or sell, that you take a listen to this video and either you save it or pass it on. I think it's really important that we talk about some of these drier subjects and just get them over with, because when you are more informed, you feel more empowered in your transaction. So today's the inspection contingency. Now, for those of you who don't know about this, this is the period of time that happens immediately after the seller accepts your offer. This contingency for the Northwest MLS is a default of 10 days. There is a bit of a strategy here, though. You can shrink those days up real tight to make your offer more competitive. As soon as the seller accepts your offer, you are pending inspection unless you have waived your inspection. Now, I'm going to briefly touch on this. The waiving of an inspection, or the waiving of financing, or the waiving of the appraisal, these are all risky moves. And I personally don't recommend them to first-time home buyers. That's a lot of who I work with. But there is some strategy if you have, say, cash or a heavy down. There is some strategy to waiving certain items or adjusting certain items. I highly recommend, though, to keep some of these contingencies in place, because your offer and your contract is contingent on them. Meaning, if you go to your inspection and you find that the roof is in terrible disrepair and you realize this is not a good investment, we want to back out, you are able to back out and get your earnest money back, no harm, no foul. But if you waive that and you are going about life and you start learning more and more problems about this house from either your agent or the listing agent, suddenly you have lost the opportunity to ask the seller to make repairs on those things. So I firmly recommend that you be informed whenever you are waiving an item. This includes what's called a pass-fail inspection. What that means is that you do want an inspection period, but you are not going to ask the seller for any repairs. You are going to say, we accept this home or we deny this home. There's no in-between ground. Whereas if you just say, hey, we want an inspection. For instance, Washington State bond loans require the buyer to receive an inspection and to provide a receipt for that. If you decide that, that could be a really incredible time for you to go in the home. This is a period of time that I don't think a lot of people realize this. You can back out for any reason at the inspection. If you find any kind of problem, you are free and clear to walk away and to receive your earnest money back. That earnest money can be very stressful for some buyers, and they think, gosh, am I tying up money and now I'm stuck? No, that is why we keep the inspection period. It's a period of time where we have the full opportunity to go back into the home without pressure with a licensed inspector or contractor and really dig in on the details of the home. This is an incredible time. This is something also to be very aware of. Your agent is keeping close track of the days. In the Northwest MLS, the days for this, like I said, it's a default of 10 days. We can adjust that tighter. And for that, the computation of time, how we compute time in a contract, the agent will be keeping track of. Because if you default on that time, you could potentially lose either your earnest money or your right to have the seller respond to your repair request, So for that, the agent must be paying close attention. Here in the Northwest MLS, they require that the days less than 5 or 5 and under do not include Saturday and Sunday. 6 and above does. We'll be keeping close track of that because the day starts after the incident that facilitates it has happened. So the contract is signed on a Monday. On Tuesday, the inspection period starts. And it's really critical that us agents are paying attention. This is why I, especially as a newer agent, I'm very aware. We all know multiple agents, and it's really easy to be like, oh, my sister's an agent, or oh, my friend just got her license. It's critical, though, that you talk with the person, that you know and you're very comfortable with their knowledge of the MLS rules, of contracts, of just transaction jive. Because honestly, some of these things, if we miss, we could cost you some serious money and some serious repairs. You know, if I don't respond in time, I waive your opportunity to ask for the roof to be repaired. I don't want to do that. It's really important you have that time. So the inspection will happen. You have to be completed within a certain number of days, and you send your response in within those days. Then there's a little bit of a ping pong match. There's 4 things that you can say when you get your inspection report back and decide what you want to do. The first one is you can say, yes, I love everything. We're good to go. No changes needed. The second one is no, I found some serious problems. I don't want this home and I want to move on to the next one. The third one is, hey, we found a couple items. We need more time to get some more information on these items. That could be, like I said, the roof, where you need to bring a licensed roofer in to give you an estimate. The fourth is, yes, but. This is my favorite, and what I do most commonly is, yes, we like everything, but hey, we have a problem with the foundation. Or hey, we have some missing smoke detectors or carbon monoxide detectors. Really important. We need to close our loan. We need these items completed. I try to educate my buyers. There are items that need to be replaced for your loan to close. There's items that need to be replaced for it to be livable. And there's items that, you know, they're not awesome, but they're not terrible. And so I really try to hone in on what's going to get your loan closed and what's going to cost you the most in the long run. Those are the items we focus on. If it's a matter of taste or just awkwardness, that is one of the flaws and flecks of the home, and you accept it, flaws and all. I am fine trying to bring up some items, but you guys, if there is a cracked faceplate on an outlet, I'm sorry, I'm not writing that in a contract. That is not worth your time or the seller's time, and you're just going to offend the seller. So I try to be very honest with my buyers when it comes to these items. I want to represent you strongly, but I'm not going to make the seller bend over backwards over a faceplate on an outlet. And I think you understand that too. It's not worth it. It's too silly. We can take care of that for 10 cents at Home Depot. So after you have sent that to the seller, one of those 4 items, 2 of which would be, we need more time, and the fourth one being, we would like to continue forward, but we need some adjustments made. The seller has 3 days to respond. When you receive that response back from the seller, you then have 3 days to respond, and that's it. We don't go back and forth forever and ever and hash this all out. There are periods of time that are critical to follow, and then we're done, and we move on to your next contingency, which most likely will be financing. Right now, during this period, you are pending inspection. What that is you are under contract, you have a signed agreement with the seller, but the home is not yours yet by any means. We haven't confirmed that your loan has been approved or that you're ready for your signing appointment with escrow. No. We are taking care of contingency 1, and that is the inspection. I am here if you have any more questions. This is a heavy topic, and I don't want to overwhelm you. I've gone longer on this video just to explain some of the intricacies of the inspection period, but I hope you know you can always DM me or ask questions or give me a call. I love to chat, and I would love to get coffee with you and talk this through, especially for those buyers who are feeling very discouraged that they have to waive their inspection just to get it accepted on a home. That is not true. There are ways to navigate around this, and communication from your agent to the other agent can be a great way to mitigate this issue. So hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to our next chat.